I tend to focus a lot of my video game collecting around CEX, and more often than not it's just because it's convenient. There are hundreds of these stores dotted around the country, and of course you can trade in against things that they sell. They have an awful lot of selection, so it's just really easy to go there. And of course game are not really anywhere anymore. You get the odd one here or there, but there's none around me, and CEX is the only video game store I can go to. However, lately I've had a lot of people say, well, Amazon is better. You can get the same games for the same price, if not cheaper in most cases, and they will arrive sealed, and I don't even need to leave the house. And although the majority of the things sold on Amazon will arrive sealed and you don't need to leave the house, I was questioning then whether the majority of the games in CEX are just so overpriced that you can get them cheaper on Amazon. So I decided I'm going to take a little walk and trip into my local CEX. I'm going to go around the PlayStation 5, the Switch, the Xbox One and the PS4 sections, and I'm just going to pick up some random games. I'm going to go for mainly new stuff, but I will look at the old stuff as well, and then I'm going to come home, go through the footage and see if all of these games are cheaper on Amazon, and whether we can gauge whether CEX are just massively over inflated. Before we dive into CEX to have a little look around, let me know in the comments right now, before we go through any of these games, do you think CEX are going to be wildly cheaper than Amazon, or that much more expensive, or do you think it'll be somewhere in the middle? We are going to start off in the PlayStation 5 section with Mortal Kombat 1. This was the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. It is like the special edition or whatever it may be, but it's 55 in CEX, so much cheaper in CEX than on Amazon. They just don't really have any right now. And then Immortals, which is £42 in CEX. Bear in mind all these games are second hand, if you will. 50 quid on Amazon, so it is cheaper in CEX, but not by an awful lot. So if new really does bother you, maybe go to Amazon. Then The Last of Us Part 1, this isn't a new game at all, but it has come down recently. 48 in CEX, it's 58 on Amazon, so a £10 saving. If you have any trade credit, for example, could be a good place to go. Or pay an extra £10 and get it on Amazon. I've looked through a few of these before in Asda. This is 28 here, it's 33 on Amazon, it's £15 in Asda, so Asda beats all of them there. Yeah, I really wouldn't want to be paying that, especially when the new one is around the corner. Diablo 4, 40 quid, it is £8 more expensive on Amazon, and of course will probably arrive brand new and sealed, which is something to consider, but £8 difference, there's not really a massive amount of difference between a lot of these games. You'll notice right here, £35 for Hogwarts Legacy, and they have an absolute abundance of these. And on Amazon, it's 45. Why they can't lower that a little bit? I know they've probably overpaid for a lot of these. They were giving really good prices at one point, but it's just crazy, the price difference. This one is wild. Amazon actually wins here. £45 for F1 2023, and it's 38 and change on Amazon. Brand new, delivered the very next day. I think that's on a limited time deal. Amazon loses again here by about a £5 with Ghostbusters. I've not really seen much of this game, so if you have played it, let me know what you think of it, because I have been tempted a few times. £18 is a pretty good price for that, especially when you can compare it to Amazon. And then we move down slightly, and I think I decide to look at one more game on the PlayStation 5. It is Final Fantasy. £40 in CEX, or is it 40? Yeah, £40 in CEX. 70. That's the cheapest I could find in stock on Amazon. That is a massive difference. CEX just wins that hands down. But again, they had loads. Payday 2 is actually out of stock at the moment on Amazon. £28 in CEX and 40 something on Amazon is crazy. Pikmin 3, of course, the new one is out right now. 38 in CEX, 37 on Amazon. Amazon cheaper. And it's going to be brand new. That's a little bit weird. This one is a game I regret not picking up before, and of course you can get these cheaper on Amazon if you look at the second-hand sellers on there. I am looking at purely fulfilled by Amazon sales here though, so take that with a pinch of salt. But that game is just crazy price. I really wish I'd bought it when it was like 40. Everyone was telling me to do it, and I was like, yeah, I will. I didn't. Obviously, I regret it now. Move on to Metroid Prime. This is the remastered, of course. It's 26 and change on Amazon. It is 28 in CEX. Cheaper to buy it brand new and sealed from Amazon, which is just crazy. Lower your prices, CEX. Just on everything that Amazon beats you on, you should be beating them. It should just be as simple as that. Not much difference here. £2 difference for a game that has been out for a long, long time. I really feel like that should be lower in the second-hand market than it is for brand new. Another quick look. I'm only going to go through like another two, and then we'll move on to the Xbox. I didn't really want this to be a particularly long video. I'm going to look at the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, £40 second-hand. This does not play well on any platform as far as I'm aware, but especially on the Switch. £50 on Amazon. And then my final game, I'm going to mispronounce it, so I'm not even going to try. No, I am. Klonoa. Is it wrong? I don't know. That is £20 on Amazon and 18, I think it is, in CEX. So there's not enough difference there for me to warrant walking into CEX paying cash for it. If you are really worried about that, like saving £2 or something, I get it, right? But if you just go on Amazon and buy it, you don't have to leave the house, and it's only an extra £1 or £2. It'll arrive sealed. I don't know, it's just, I feel like there should be more of a difference. Another WWE 2K23, this time on the Xbox One, 60 quid, cheapest I could find it, but it is very cheap in CEX, so they win that hands down. That is a must pick up second hand. 35 for Dead Island. I think it's the same on PS5 as it is on Xbox. 48 on Amazon, much cheaper second hand, which is how it should be. That is a bit of a weird one. That 22 for Dying Light 2, that's been out a long time now, but 50 quid is the cheapest I could find on Amazon. I couldn't quite get over that. Double the price, and it's not like 10 to 20. It's literally a £25 difference. Chris Tales, £5. I was tempted to buy this. I didn't, incidentally, but it's 11 and something on Amazon. So again, double the price and then some. Definitely a game you should pick up on Xbox if you're going to get it. Starfield, £48 second hand, 58 on Amazon. But that's not. We're going to cut away a little bit. Look at this deal I found, right? So I'm on Amazon, I'm looking at this, and I see this, £348.99. You can get yourself an Xbox Series S, which is only the 512 gig. Of course, they are going to revise that going forward. But you also get Starfield, and they want 350 quid. That's mental. I don't care what version of Starfield you get with this. You can get an Xbox Series S around Christmas time for like £200 and Game Pass on top of that for like an extra 20-25 and have access to Starfield straight away. I can't believe how expensive that was. Gollum, exactly the same price second hand as it is new. You know my thoughts by now. I think CEX needs to stay on top of some of these prices. As we move forward here, there were plenty of games I could have picked up. I was trying not to pick up doubles of what I'd already picked up on the PS5 and on the Switch, and I was trying to just go for things that would be, you'd be going into CEX for, looking at the price and thinking, can I get this new? Because most games like this, for example, that's been out a long, long time. It's £25 second hand. I could only find it 36 and something on Amazon. I don't even know if that's brand new, and I don't even know if they have stock, because when you get to a certain point on Amazon, if the game has been out for that long, you're talking years, they don't have any new stock, so it's literally down to Amazon, was it FBA sellers? People like you and I who decide to resell, who then send stuff into Amazon, and they inflate the price. So you do have to take certain things with a pinch of salt. But games like this, they'll have a backlog of. They've been out a while, sure. 2016 is a long time ago at this point, but it's less than half in CEX, and it's such a good deal as well. And it's exactly the same as this. It's double the price on Amazon, £20, but it's only 10 in CEX. So if you are, the moral of the story is, now we're going to keep going through these and having a little look, and I'll go over to PlayStation 4 in a second, because that is an older console, of course, and I will look at older games. But the moral of the story is going to be, and it should be the case with anything, not just CEX, Amazon, but if you're going to buy something, just shop around a little bit, go on your phone, have a little look to see if you can get it cheaper elsewhere. When it comes to games like this, look how many copies they have. They charge 15, and I thought that was a lot, but then when I went to Amazon, it's like 36, 37. If they lower their prices a little bit more, they would shift a lot more, of course, but they are still, less than half the price of what you can get this game for on Amazon. And a lot of people will shop on Amazon for their video games, especially people buying presents. This was crazy though. This is actually cheaper on Amazon, 23, but it's 30 in store. And that's gone up in the last couple of days as well, because that was 28. Another WWE 2K23, which is 35, I think that is, which is obviously far cheaper than it is on Amazon. They're actually really difficult to buy on Amazon right now. I can't find that many in stock. So CEX is definitely your friend. UFC 5 coming out soon, so I went back 2 games. And this is 15, which, you know, they still hold their price. If you're looking for a game to pick up in a boot sale or a charity shop or whatever, look out for the UFC games on the PS4, because even the first one has a little bit of trade value to it. Moving through, had a little look at that because it interested me, but it is a PS VR game. One day I will try VR. Moving through again, this CEX was a little bit of a mess today. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. They obviously didn't face up the night before. Resident Evil 3 for 18, and it's cheaper, brand new on Amazon. Barely, but it is. But it shouldn't be. You know, it should be cheaper CEX, should be cheaper second hand. Even with their slightly inflated prices that I not agree with, but I can take on board, right? I get it, but I feel like it should be just a little bit, you know. If you're happy to go for the PlayStation hits, you can get it brand new for £8. But Mad Max, decent game actually, very underrated, for £6 in CEX is a good deal. Wouldn't expect them to knock that down much more than that. Moving along, only a few more to go through now, and then we'll wrap up. A couple of special editions, the Steel books on PlayStation 4 for Hitman. This one looked really good actually, Hitman 2. £12 steelbook, looked decent. I didn't buy it, I left it for someone else. A lot of the steelbooks I actually looked at in one of the last videos I've already gone, so people have either watched the videos and gone there and bought them, or it's just happened and they've bought them. That is a wild deal. 25 for some reason second hand, but £16 brand new. It's not even on offer on Amazon. Another GTA trilogy is cheaper on Amazon, and we're starting to find things now that are much cheaper, brand new and sealed on Amazon, that you can get in CEX. It wasn't that good in the beginning. I was finding a lot sort of the other way. Then it sort of tilted back the other way, if you will. GT7 on the PS4 is £42 second hand. This game's been out a long time at this point. I say long, it's been out a while, right? But it's almost the same price brand new on the PS4 on Amazon. I don't really get that when a game's been out that long. It's a little bit crazy that it still holds that price. Never even seen this before, but it intrigued me. It's kind of the same price secondhand as it is new, which again, I've said it all through the video, it shouldn't be. So, what was I expecting from that? Well, to be honest, I thought it would swing massively one way or the other, and it kind of didn't. You did have the odd thing here or there that was just really cheap in CEX, expensive at Amazon, and vice versa, but for the most part, they all kind of met in the middle somewhere, you know. There were only a couple of pound difference between the two. I feel like they're really good for certain things, and then other things they just take ages to update the price. And the ones that they have stacks of, Spider-Man's, Final Fantasies, Hogwarts Legacy, if I were them, I'd be lowering that price just to shift them, because in the end they're going to be stuck with hundreds of thousands of copies in the company that they're either going to have to reduce right down to get rid of them, or they're just going to be stuck with them. In the next video I'm going to go into CEX again, and this time I'm going to spend some money in my series where I build a free video game collection. If you want to check out a video from that series, you can click here, and until the next time, goodbye.